my dear children, parents, students, viewers. Welcome back to your channel, Hey Kalpana ma'am, and a very happy new year to you all. So today I have come up with a story, and the story sequence is story number 13. The last story was the banyan tree, and now story number 13 is a strange wrestling match. Children, guess what? This story is totally different from rest others. Trust me, because this is going to be a wrestling match between a human being and a ghost. So I've tried to making the presentation as clear as it could be made from my end, right? Okay, so before we start up with, let me just give you a small glimpse of the story. Okay, here Vijay Singh is the wrestler. See, dear God has blessed everyone with awesome qualities, good as well as bad. Plus, a number of plus will be also there, and even minus also will be there. But here, when coming to the wrestler, everyone used to praise him like anything. His well-built personality, his strength, his guts, his way of what you call competing people. He used to bash the opponent like anything. But there was one negative point in him. One negative point in him. That negative point often used to teach him a lesson, but he never ever learned a lesson. Since if you don't learn a lesson from your negative point, then it will definitely teach you a very big lesson. It will put you into a hassle, very big hassle. That's what it has happened. So this particular story, it's actually segregated into two parts here. First part, how the negative point of this wrestler has brought him into a trouble. That's what it shows. Part one. Okay, and what was the hassle he got into because of his negative quality, his bad habit. Okay, and second part 2 actually shows that how he competes with the ghost. And in part 2 we are going to see who's going to be the winner, who defeated who won against whom, and if whomever has won, whomever has defeated, how they have got defeated. In defeating, see dear, when you play, let it be a game or a question. It could be like when we say, it can be either yes or no, right? The same way, there's one more thing called either you win in a game or you lose, right? But you know what, winning can be done in different ways. One way is you take a long cut, very hard work. You put your hard work like anything. You show your bodily strength. You imply your full strength. Okay, that is how you win. Second is shortcut. Cheat a person, play tricks, and then you win. So there are two ways to win. But before winning a person, if you have been told to fight against a person, the person against whom you are going to fight is going to be your opponent. Let it be fight or a play. Is going to be an opponent, right? So you should always, a very good sportsman is he who will always size up his opponent. We should know the pros and cons of him. We should know what's plus in him, what he is good at it, so that you can compete him accordingly. So here two tricks have been used. One is bodily strength, and second one winning is bodily winning, which actually challenges his people. The wrestler challenges his people that I'm going to use my bodily strength and win against the ghost. And in part 2, he actually did not use. See, the ghostly powers are ghostly powers. They can't compete in between with manly humanly powers here. Ghosts have the powers, they get disappear, they reappear. But human beings can do that or what? No, we can't. No, that's not possible at all, right? So you should size up your enemy. You should size up your opponent here. Okay. So here he thought, anyhow, I am not. Ghostly powers are totally different from humanly powers. He knows that his inner has says that, but somehow I have to keep up the word that I had given to my people, that I'll win against the ghost and I'll come back. So he has to keep up the word that he has given to his people. So for that, he knows. He has already sized up the ghost, saying that now it's difficult to defeat him with the bodily skills. right? So only one thing I do is I can cheat him, I can trick him up and then win him. So he has chosen the second way. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what happens in the story. Okay. Yeah. What is a wrestling match to you? See, what's the name of the story? A strange wrestling match. Okay. What is wrestling match? Can you see? Can you see the two players are? Okay, two. Can you see both the players? This is the referee who actually whistles and he'll tell whether you're done or you get to play. You can start the game or you put a stop to your game. That's what he'll say. Okay. Can you see the floor is called mat. Okay. So in wrestling match you have red and yellow circles here. So if you cross the red, that means it's out of the rule, out of the boundary, right? Okay. So what is wrestling match, dear? See, wrestling match is a match which where the opponents, I told opponents, the person to whom you are going to play with, is your opponent. Okay. You have to win against him, right? So he's your opponent. One has to throw each other. I mean, one has to throw the other person over the ground on his back. On his back. Can you see the back here? Yeah, got it. So you have to lift. You have to apply your bodily strength. You have to show your bodily strength with full of force. What are you supposed to do? You have to bash your opponent in such a way that his back touches the mat. Mat means ground. Got it here? So his back should touch the ground. It should touch the mat. Okay. So this is what is wrestling match here. When you say kabaddi, how you say? You keep on saying kabaddi, 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 kabaddi. You touch and you come back. That's what is kabaddi. Ko, you just say ko, and the person keeps running. And the rules are there. You can't run back. You have to keep running front. Ko. This is how it goes, like a snake. Right? Isn't it? Huh? But the person can't turn back. So here also rules are there. Based on the rules and regulations, the points have been given. Okay. So they have 2 points, 3 points, -1 points. See, if a person is trying to take over you and you're escaping, he's trying to bash you down. He's trying to forcefully put your back down on the mat, and you overcome that. You didn't let that happen. Then you get 1 point. You get 1 point here. And if you lose, that is obviously the opponent has won. He was successfully able to bash you down on the mat, bash your back on the mat. He gets 2 points. He gets 2 points here. And in different position. If you are out of the boundary, your 1 point goes to the opponent here. Your 1 point goes to the opponent. And if you are in a standing position and in circular motion, if a person bashes you, then you get, it's 3 + 2, 5 points. That's how it goes. Because with full of strength, you bash the person down. Then you get a bigger point. So these are the way how they bench. These are the benchmarks that are being followed, and the scores go accordingly. Okay. So now you know boxing is different. There also you use your body skills, but use the boxing moves. But here, only bodily strength. Main aim is what? Bash the opponent so that his back touches the mat. That's what is wrestling. I hope by now you would have understood, right? Okay. But here, no pity. There's no place, no word of pity word at all. A person applies full strength. No matter he started bleeding, his nose started bleeding. No, you don't pity over anyone at all here. One has to have a little bit of guts to watch that. Okay, so let's go ahead with the journey of part 1. This part 1? Yeah. See here. Let's see the characters. Okay. So first we have, who's this? Vijay Singh. He's a wrestler here. Okay. He's a wrestler, and in that particular village, there's one old lady. Okay, she's very famous for her eccentricity. Okay. So what she used to be strange, and she used to use magical words. Okay. and the third character is ghost that has been introduced. Okay. And the fourth is group of people. Group of people. In group of people, you have who are in favor of you also and who are not in favor of you also. Got it? Let me give you an example here. If suppose in the assembly, anybody is takes a stand as a speaker. Okay, they talk in they choose one of the topics and they start talking. So in the assembly is with what here? It's with the principal and what you call vice principal, all teachers and kids of different grades. Everyone is there. So it's not necessary that particular topic is being spoken and that should favor everyone. Everyone will have different opinion, right? Isn't it? So some might agree, some might say, wow, yeah, that's good. Some might point out mistakes. You know what? The other time when I was taking the session, some are, I know I'm not pointing out, but you know what, dear? See, this is a ghost, right? One of my students is saying, ma'am, you said it's a ghost, but it's a skeleton. Ma'am, you say it's a ghost, but it's a skeleton, ma'am. It's just a skeleton, it's not a ghost. I said, is it dear? If I say that particular child's name, then everyone in the class knows that it's that particular child. But if I say a boy, can anyone give a structure of the boy? Appearance of the boy? No. The boy can be bald also. He can be tall also. He can be stout also. He can be a well-built personality also. Then he got to know. Yeah. So this is what you're. So when you are speaking, n number of different categories of people will be there, and multiple thoughts will keep running in their face, in their mind here. Some will be, oh, okay, fine, it's a story, ma'am is going to say something. So they'll be keenly listening. But some waiting, yeah, what should I point out? What should I point out? So in the same way, when you're in public, when you talk, it's not necessary that everybody will admire you. Okay, there will be a group of people. You might fall into a trouble where you need to overcome that particular thing. Okay, so here same thing had happened with what you call Vijay Singh, the wrestler, along with the group of people. Okay, so let's see. So these are the characters here. Okay, see here. There was once a wrestler called Vijay Singh. Okay, a tall man with massive is huge, massive shoulders and muscular arms. Their arms are very muscular arms. Okay, he towered over others like a giant. Towered means here in this picture you can see 4 people. 1, 2, 3, 4. Who has towered everyone? The giant person. Totally different. Okay, that's why. Okay, towered over others like a giant. Okay, Vijay Singh, like a giant. Vijay Singh's people used to say, what people used to talk about Vijay Singh? They used to say, Vijay Singh was born as a wrestler. He is born to be a wrestler. He can compete anyone. See, he was a born wrestler, and could beat all other wrestlers in the world. That much confidence they had here. That was what in everybody's mind over there in that particular village here. Okay, so massive means huge. Okay, tall means to be much taller than others. See, this Pahalwan. See, wrestler, they used to call him as Pahalwan. Okay, this Pahalwan had but one shortcoming. There was one small fault in him. Which often landed him into awkward situation. Awkward situation means in a difficult situation, which was not expected at all. You can always not think that grass looks green from top to you. You never know. When you go near, then you get to know that, oh, how stinky it is. So every time, when unexpected things happen which are not already expected, those are called awkward situations, dear, which you never expected. Okay, he was fond of boasting. He always used to boast. You know what? Yesterday I broke the brick, and day yesterday I broke a stack of of bricks. And yesterday, the other day, I broke the stack of sticks. And then he said, I broke the wall. He used to say a number of things to you. Since people didn't, but everybody has a picture that he is a born wrestler. He can compete everywhere. If he says, that means he actually would be doing that. Okay. So he kept on boasting about himself. Okay. So one day he was sitting in the marketplace. This was the marketplace. Okay. In marketplace, everyone keeps coming and going, right? So he had milk glasses lined one after the other. Okay. Surrounded by several young men. Okay. After drinking many glasses of milk, after drinking, can you see the number of glasses lined one after the other, right? So after drinking after drinking many glasses of milk, he suddenly proclaimed. Proclaim means making an announcement in public. Proclaim means making an announcement in public. Okay. So what he actually did, he made an announcement. What announcement he made? Why are people afraid of ghosts? I really don't know. What's so special with the ghost? If I get to see the ghost, I'll bash him in a minute. I'm going to bash the ghost in a minute. See, did he? I mean, who brought up this topic? It's Vijay Singh. He himself, he brought the particular topic of the ghost here. Okay, see, why are people afraid of ghosts? I'm not. I wish I met a stout ghost. See, he thinks to be taller than everyone. He's very tall and well-built personality, right? So that's why he's comparing his personality along with the ghost, and that's how, see, tall, stout, right? Got it or not? Tall, short, how we say, the same way he's saying. I'm not, I wish I get to meet the stout ghost. See, stout ghost. I teach him a lesson. I'm not at all scared. I don't know why people are scared. If I wish I get to meet him, if ever I get to meet him, I'm going to bash him down in a minute, within a minute. And I'm going to teach him a lesson. Okay? There were murmurs of applause. There were murmurs of applause. Applause means claps. Appreciation of clap. Okay? Okay. So murmurs of applause, as well as apprehension among the young pahalwans, among the young people. Okay, dear? So both the things were there. Some might agree with what you say, and they'll be very happy, and they'll encourage you. Yeah, well said, well said. That's called giving applause, praising. When you feel that what they say is correct, that is when you give applause. Right? And you encourage the person, and you show that, yeah, it's our pahalwan. Got it? But not every time. Same thing happens. Here he has landed into an awkward situation. Let's see what's the awkward situation. If you, one among them, see here, few of the people, what they gave applause. They were with him. They were very happy. They actually believed in what they say. But one among them said, if you walk alone at night, through the haunted desert, you are sure to meet the ghost. One among the crowd, he stood up and he said, if you walk alone along the haunted desert, haunted means scary desert, I'm sure that you'll definitely get to meet the ghost. Okay? No doubt, because that is the place where the ghosts keep moving freely and frequently seen over there. Strange shrieks and moans can be heard all over the place. Strange shrieks. Strange means totally different. Fearful and loud. It can be a cry. It can be a loud call or a scream. Okay. Moan means different sounds, dear. Like giving a long breath, taking a long breath. Different. That's called moans. Okay. Travelers have been looted and killed. He's actually sharing the experience, what he has heard. Few travelers, they never came back. Those who belong to that village and who traveled through that particular haunted desert, they never came back. That was their killed. And those who came back, you need to be alive to share your experience, dear. Isn't it? Am I right or not? Isn't it? You need to be alive to share your experience. Experience can be either good or it might be bad too. Ah, right? So those who came from there, they had a very bad experience and they had shared that, you know what, I got scared and I gave up everything. I left everything then and there and I just gave up. That means they were looted. Okay. Looted means dropped. Okay. Would you really want to go there? Now see, one among them says that there is a thing called a ghost is there. It does exist. Do you really want to go there? See, now a challenge has been thrown to Vijay Singh. He's a wrestler. He's a very well-known, powerful wrestler. How he can say, no, 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 I don't want to go. Can he say that? Can he say that? He has taken a step ahead. Can he take the step back? If he takes a step ahead, second step ahead, that means people will say, yeah, look at his guts. Of course, our Vijay Singh will do it. He can take up any challenge. The moment you go back, people who were in your favor, as your fans, they would say, oh my God, he just know, he himself, he said that he's not scared of ghosts at all. The moment we said, why don't you try it up? And then he's coming back. So, the people who were in favor of you, they will also step back, dear. Their opinion about you will totally be different. In a minute, it will get changed. Now he feels, see, Vijay Singh's mighty heart missed a beat. Now, you know what, dear? When you actually fall into trouble, you actually get to hear your conscience. You feel that scare. You feel the heartbeat. See, dear, what you show, only that's been seen outside. Got it? If I'm scared, first I myself I'll hear the heartbeat going up and down fast. You people can't hear that. It's what I show. If I'm scared, if only my expressions you can see. Only if I speak, my voice you can feel it's bold or it's a scary voice. Only that can be seen here. Got it? But here, for Vijay Singh, first time he realized, oh no, why did I bring up this topic? Why the hell I brought this topic? I shouldn't have brought this topic at all. Now, someone has actually asked me to take up the challenge of, do you really want to go there? I can't even say no. Oh my God. First time he felt that I should stop posting. I should really stop posting. I should really talk, throwing or cooking stories about me. I shouldn't be doing that at all. First time he felt so. Okay. Yes, I have heard. Now still, he's trying to manage. He's trying to manage. You know what he's saying? He's saying, yes, I have heard haunted. Yes, I have heard of haunted desert. That means haunted means scary. He's saying, yes, I too have heard, but those are just fairy tales. Those are just fairy tales. He's trying to manage. See, he wants to take the step back, but make people believe that it's a story, and then he wants to take the step back. Make everyone agree. He tried doing that. He tried to escape. But in a smart way. He said, yeah, I too have heard, but all those are fake stories, just a fairy tale. There's nothing called a ghost really that exists. That's it. I'm not scared of ghosts at all. Now see, one among them is saying, no, oh no, one of the admirers, one of the fans are saying, no, Vijay Singh, it's true. It is true. This place is 10 miles. See, you see how sure they are about what they are talking. They're saying this place is 10 miles to the west on the road to Jaisalmer. Jaisalmer falls in Rajasthan. Okay, the landmark. They're even giving the identity. They're even giving the landmark. You know what? When you'll get, if you keep going on the west towards Jaisalmer, and the moment you find, they're giving the landmark. When you'll get to know that you have entered into a scary desert, that is a landmark. They're giving the landmark. You'll find a black, ugly rock resembling the face of a camel. The moment you see that, that means that you have reached the haunted desert. The haunted desert is going to start from this very point. That's what they say. See, that means people are so very sure. No, is there any chance for him to take a step back? No, he just can't. He was helpless. Okay. Beyond that, There is nothing. Beyond that, there is nothing. But what? Only the sand and the wilderness. What's the wilderness? That's the desert. It's for far, far place. You go long, you keep going inner and inner, you won't find anyone. Only the sand and full of desert. Desert. And of course, whom are you going to go and meet there? The ghost, right? Of course, no one else you'll find only the ghost roaming around freely. Okay, now admirers means fans, dear. Okay. Yeah. Just then, okay, now he had decided that, okay, fine, now I can't escape at all. Huh? So he actually started his journey, and his people, they came and they started telling him that it's my turn. Yeah, children, by now, Vijay Singh, the wrestler, got ready. So everyone bid a farewell to him. Everyone came to give a nice send off to the wrestler, to their wrestler. Okay, that's Vijay Singh. Yeah. Okay, just then an old lady. You remember, dear, when I introduced the character, I did introduce you an old lady, right? So this is the old lady. Can you see the old lady? Right? Right? And what is she doing? She's just squeezing a packet on his hand. Right? See? Can you see? She's just placing a. She's giving a something something is packed. Right? She's just slipping a packet on Vijay Singh's hand. Okay. See, dear, just then an old woman came forward and thrust a small packet into his hands. Thrust means push suddenly. He didn't expect someone will come and give something. All of a sudden, she push a packet onto Vijay Singh's hands. Okay? And Vijay Singh started walking to the red sun. Children, what I said? The red sunset. So when is the sunset? Sunset, when it's time for sunset, you can see different colors. Red gets reddish, right? Isn't it? So red sunset, that means its sun is going to set. Okay, off the desert. Okay, as he walked, the night opened, the night deepened. That means when the sun sets, that's the time when the evening is gone and what takes charge? The night takes charge. Instead of sun, what takes the charge? The moon. Yeah. See, the moon was bright and the stars shone clearly in the Rajasthan. The stars shone clearly in the sky of the Rajasthan. The sky, you can see the moon. Okay, dear. Still a few miles short of his destination. That means destination means the place where you are supposed to reach. Destination means the place that you are supposed to reach. Okay. So few miles short. That means he was about to reach. Before that, all of a sudden he remembered. A lady actually thrust something into my hands. What was that? I remember she thrusting a packet on my hands. What's that? He remembered. Then he stopped by. And he removed it. What he saw was an egg. You all know egg, right? EGG, egg. An egg and a lump of salt. Handful of salt here. Okay, a lump of salt. Only a handful of salt you can keep inside that small packet here. Okay, and a lump of salt. So what were the two things it contained? That the lady had thrust on the wrestler's hand, Vijay Singh's hand. When he opened the packet, what he saw? An egg. What was it? What did he find? He found an egg. Okay, one single egg and a lump of salt. Handful of salt. Okay. Then immediately what did he again put inside the packet as it is? How it was being packed? No, he didn't. What he did? He kept he kept the egg in one pocket. That is one egg. And what else was there along with the egg? Lump of salt. So lump of salt he kept in another pocket. Okay. So, and then he prolonged his journey. He kept going towards his journey. Okay. The moon was bright. Now the moon is actually on the sky. He could see the stars also clearly in the Rajasthan sky. Still few miles short of his destination, he opened the packet and what he saw? He saw an egg and the salt, lump of salt. Two things it was having. That packet, the old lady that she gave, right? Isn't it? The old woman was well known for her eccentricities. That old woman, she was totally different from others. She was very well known. Well known, she was famous. People knew her for her odd behavior. She never used to be like common person here. Always her behavior used to be odd, totally different. Okay. Next. As Vijay Singh stepped into the haunted means scary. Yeah, there you go. Okay. As he stepped into the haunted desert, do you remember what was the landmark? What was the landmark to reach the haunted desert? The landmark was, what was the landmark? A black stone with that resembled the camel's head, right? Yeah, there you go. Okay, as he was just walking towards the desert, what he saw, he heard the voice. He heard the voice. What did the voice say? How did it sound? It said something. Let's see what it said. He heard a voice. What was the voice? Vijay Singh, Vijay Singh, you'll get lost in this desert. Vijay Singh, you'll get lost in the desert. Come this way. I'm your friend Natwar. See dear, always we should be mentally alert. Always we must be mentally alert here. Immediately, since he was mentally alert, immediately it stuck in his mind. I know all my fans. I know the whole village. But there's no one ever I've come across by the name Nattuvar. So there's no one by the name Nattuvar who's so close to me, who actually advises me, who guides me, and I don't know his name. That's not possible at all. So see dear, any question being asked, either it can be yep or it can be no. Yes or no. If he's not friend, then who else it can be? Who else it can be? Obviously the ghost. In this area, what are they know? Who are famous? Ghosts are famous. If it's not his friend, then it would be ghost only, right? Isn't it? So he was prepared. Anyhow, he has taken charge and he actually decided to go looking for the ghost. If it's not his friend, obviously it would have been, so he was mentally prepared. Okay. Now, talking about the ghost. The ghost, see here, how people have experience with the ghost, and people have experience with different kinds of, they have experience in different situations, right? What they come across, they have different experience, right? Isn't it? Because practically they would have gone through, then only they have either good experience or bad experience. But now let's talk a few things about the experience that the ghost had. Ghost every time used to scare the human beings. But every time the experience of the ghost was same. It was same dear. What was that? There used to be 4 phases. First phase, few cases, that was few people. The moment they used to hear the sound, hear the voice, immediately they used to get scared. They used to run away. They used to leave their things and run away. Second, very few of them. Second phase, very few of them. Second case, what he came across was set of people. Those who, they had little bit of guts to actually stand by and look for where the voice came from, where the voice is coming from. Who's that? Who's that giving me a voice? They had that much guts. That much guts, dear. Okay, you need to be strong enough. You need to have the courage, right? You need to be bold enough, right? So they had that much guts. But then the second phase and third phase of people, those who actually used to see and they used to faint off. See dear, everyone will have a different appearance, right? If I'll say that, you know what, today I'm going to introduce to one of my friends. If it's a girlfriend, you'll have a different you'll be thinking like, yeah, how she would be looking. She'd be good looking or what, or modern, or what you call, she would be wearing classical dress or western dress, or she'd be having long hair. It can be anything, isn't it? And our thoughts would be running on your mind, right? Isn't it? Huh? In the same way, here when they actually used to, you can't expect that ghosts will be like this only. Obviously, they'll be scary, but scary in different ways, right? Isn't it? Either they'll be haunts, or they'll be totally strange. They'll have a scary look, right? Isn't it? So the third phase of people who used to see, either they used to faint off, or they used to, and the fourth phase, they used to have that much guts. I mean, they'll be having that much of little bit of energy. Like no, no, no. They overcome the faintness. They overcome. They have little bit of energy in them. They will have little bit of courage in them, that at least they make an effort to escape from there. You know, to escape, you need to move some action, right? You need to move. You need to run away. You can't say, I want to get run. I want to run away, and you can't escape like ghosts. We all are human beings, right? Isn't it? So these were the four experiences that the ghost had seen with generally with human beings, dear. But here the case was totally different. Vijay Singh gave a total different experience to the ghost here. Okay, he reacted in a different way. You remember in the beginning what I said? You can either take a shortcut and win, play tricks and win, or you can actually show your power and you can be sincere, very true, and then you can win. So he knows ghosts will be having ghostly powers. So let me use my trick. I need to trap him up, and then only then, that is the only way that I can win against him. So what he did, immediately, the moment he heard the voice saying, Vijay Singh, you'll get lost. Come this way, I'm your friend Natwar. Immediately, he gave a shock to the ghost. You know what did he reply? He said, my dear friend Natwar, where are you? I'm not able to see, it's so dark. Come and show me the way. Was this expected by the ghost here? Was this expected by the ghost? He's shocked. Every time, he used to shock the human beings in first voice itself. In the first call itself. But here, he got the first reply and it shocked the ghost, dear. It shocked the ghost. He was like stunning. Oh my God, what is this? That was something which was not expected at all. And then he appears. Who appears? The ghost appears. He said, okay, fine. Let me categorize him into the third category. That means he has the guts to look around where the voice is coming from. Okay. Third category can see, right? Isn't it? So third category he saw, and he expected anyhow after seeing me, he's going to get fainted. I got it. Third category, he's going to get fainted. Because of the strange look. Can you see? He looks totally different. Looks totally different from human beings, isn't it? But he already had a picture in mind that ghosts are going to be scary. See, if you need to scare someone, what you're supposed to do? You need to look different. You need to have that particular look to scare someone. Isn't it? In fancy dress competition and all, you would have seen, right? What character you play, you dress up accordingly. So you throw up the image like that. So in the same way, he already had an image that, yeah, they will be scary, but I'm not supposed to be scared at all. The whole class decides, among all your friends, you all decide to go for a horror movie. Okay, then can you say, if one of your friends says, hey, if anyone is a scary cat, better don't join us. We're going to watch a horror movie. If anybody is scared, they can just give up and be here at home itself. They don't need to come. They don't need to join us. Later on, don't blame us. No. Will anyone feel like getting counted in scary cat list? No. Everyone wants to say, no. I'm not scared. So they don't want to show that they are scared. So everyone like, you know what, dear, what I said, what you show, others get to see. Even if you're scared, and all of a sudden in the middle of the night, there's a knock at the door. Can't tell you someone is banging at the door. If you don't reply, that means the other person doesn't get to know whether you heard it or you didn't hear. But when you react, when you say, oh my God, who's this? And you start shivering, and you start being scared. Oh, this, please say. So from your voice, one can make out, dear, that you're scared. What if you say, "Who's that at the door? Who's there? Wait a moment. I'm just within a moment. I'm going to open the door. Come on, call the police." Then immediately the person will get scared, dear. That shows that you're not scared at all. You're ready to face any situation. In the same way, now what happened? The moment he saw the ghost, he already imagined the picture. That ghost will be different from human beings. Their motive is to scare us. So it will be a little bit scary, but I'm not supposed to get scared. He has mentally prepared himself. Okay? Huh? Okay. So he sounded bravely. He called back. "Where are you, my dear friend Natwa? It's too dark and I cannot see you. Come here and show me the way." Like all good wrestlers. Why did he say that? See, dear, he's going to have a fight with the ghost. So now who's the opponent for the wrestler? For Vijay Singh, who's the opponent? Who's the opponent? The ghost, yes. So always when you see, dear, when you are being told that you're going to compete with this person, you should always know what are his plus and what are his minus, what are his strong points and what are his weak points. You must know that. So, like all good wrestlers, he also wanted to size up his enemy. He wants to know what are his powers, what is he good at. And okay, so soon what he did? Soon the ghost appeared. Okay, so why he said so? Because he wanted to see. When you see a person, by looking, you can at least little bit you can gauge a person just by looking. You know that okay, this is what he is. This is who he is, with whom I'm going to compete. At least some image will come in front of you, and your mind will definitely take you to a confidence saying that yeah, this is how you should trap him up. Some ideas you'll get. If you have been told to fight against the air, can you fight in the air? No, that's not possible, right? You need to know who's your opponent, right? Isn't it? Soon the ghost appeared at his side. The ghost appeared. Vijay Singh peered into his face. Peered means looking closely. Peered means looking closely. He closely looked into his face. That was, he was not scared. What was the experience that the ghost had with other human beings? With other category of other human beings, what did he face? What was his experience? The moment they used to see the ghost, they used to either faint or they used to run away. They used to escape. Got it here? But here he was watching the ghost face. He was saying it very closely. He peered at his face very closely. That was, he's not showing even through eyes that he's scared. Got it? And you know what? Now what he said? First he reacted to the voice, and he shocked the ghost by responding back to him. What did he say? "Yes, my dear friend Natwa, come ahead and show me the way. I'm not able to see you. Where are you? It's so dark." He shocked by replying. Second thing, by responding back. And second thing, he looked at him and he didn't get scared at all. He peered on his face very closely, dear. Okay, and then you know what he did? The third thing. Let's see. And declared, he made an announcement. He spoke something. What did he speak? He said, "You are just a pain lying as a ghost. You are just a pain lying as a ghost." That means you are just a pain. That means, see, you are a ghost and you don't even have the guts to say that I'm the ghost, I've come to scare you. Now see what I'll do. Instead of that, you have to take one of my friend's name, saying that I'm your friend Natwa. That means you don't even have the guts. And now you are anyway. Now I don't and he's saying anyhow. Now I don't need to walk all the way coming in search of you. You know what? I came all the way in order to meet you. I came to meet you. I came in search of you. Now, good that I met you here. Otherwise, I would have kept walking whole night. Now I don't have to walk all night. Good that you came. Anyhow, I came in search of you only. Now again, I was longing to meet you. I was waiting to meet you. Now the ghost is surprised. He's shocked. What? This person, he came to meet me? He's shocked. Hmm? I was longing to meet you. He's saying, I was waiting for you. I was waiting for you. I came all the way to meet you. Now this again shocked. Shocked the ghost. Okay, not used to insult. Who? The ghost. The ghost is not used to insult at all. He never ever came across like this insults. Someone is giving back to back to the ghost, dear. Okay, the ghost was taken aback. You get shocked. I mean, he's not able to say anything. He said, "You're a waste. You can't even count. You should be ashamed. You can't even be counted as a ghost. You say that you're Natwar, my friend. You don't even have the guts to say the fact." People generally stared back in horror. Now, the ghost experience which we spoke right now, that people, what the ghost used to experience, people used to stare back. They used to get scared. They used to get stunned. They used to get fainted. But here, it was totally different. Unfeeling creature. That means this creature doesn't have any feelings at all. See, if you have a feeling, you get scared, right? So that's what he was expecting. He's an unfeeling creature. He doesn't feel anything. He's not scared of me at all. There's no scare feeling in him at all. He wanted to meet me. He came looking for the death. I am the one. The ghost is saying, I am the one who give death, who showed death to the people. Who showed death to people. But here, he has come in search of death. Knowingly that ghosts are like so scary. And he's not scared. He has come to meet me. It didn't make sense. He's like, what? What? Really? I don't know why you long to meet me. The ghost said. He said, really? Then he responded back. What did Vijay Singh say? He said, I've been longing to meet you. And he's like, what? Really? Why you long to meet me? Why? That proves, said Vijay Singh in a bored voice, that you are a stupid ghost. Now he's saying, why? You're a stupid ghost. He's saying, the least ghost can do is to read people's mind. You can't even read people's thoughts. You're waste being called ghost. However, a worthless ghost like you is better than no ghost. You're so worth. It's better than being no ghost at all. The ghost was speechless. I'm asking him something. I'm responding to his question and I'm asking him and he's giving me back to back only insult, that too in front of me. He's insulting me only. What was the insult? You're a stupid ghost. You're worthless to be called. You're not even worth to be called as a ghost at all. What else can be a worse insult for the ghost here? So the ghost really was taken aback. It was speechless. It didn't know what to. The situation of the ghost was like this. Head up and head down. Can you see? Why? It's confused. It's like, what's happening? What's happening? One after the other, he's shocking me. Every single stage, every single response of him is shocking me. Oh my God. Now, see, marshalling his ghostly wits, he made an attempt to look Vijay Singh scornfully in the eye. That means, marshalling means displaying, showing. See, ghost will have ghostly powers, right? He tried to show its ghostly powers. Okay, but it was waste. It wanted to do a number of things to scare Vijay Singh. But it was waste. See, what you call it? Vijay Singh scornfully in the eye. Scornfully means showing dislike. Okay, scornfully means, but if whatever he did, he didn't see the fear in Vijay Singh's eyes at all. What he saw was a dislike. Hatred, dislike here. Frankly, he said, you don't appear all that strong to me. Whatever he did, why he's showing, marshalling his ghostly wits, dear, why he's showing, why the ghost showing? In order to show that, see how powerful I am. What I can do, you can't do. How will you escape? Now, how are you going to escape? That's what the ghost is showing all the powers, but everything went for toss. Everything goes for toss. You know what he said, looking at all his ghostly powers? What you call it? Scornfully means what? Showing dislike. What was the response? He was throwing a dislike on him. You know, apart from that, what he said? I said, frankly speaking, you know what? You don't appear to be that strong to me at all. You don't appear to be that strong at all. I thought I was bored having wrestling match with human beings. So I thought, let me just, for a change, let me just have a tough fight with a stronger person. But you don't appear to be strong enough at all. Appearance can be deceptive. Appearance can be deceptive. Sometimes deceptive means something which looks true but is not true. Got it? Looks true but it's not true. Maybe you can give me, you can say that you are a ghost. I'm so dangerous, I'm so scary, I frighten people, I have all ghostly powers. But all what I see, I don't see anything true in you at all. Appearances can be deceptive. Okay, Vijay Singh said, take your own case. In your case, that's the case. Sometimes what you see, it's not that. What you see, it's not that at all. Okay. You claim to network. That means you said you said that you are network. Are you network? No. Okay. Though actually you are a rascal of ghosts. That means what? Why he called him as rascal of ghosts? Because he didn't have the guts to give his own identity, to introduce himself as a ghost. He had to take help of a lie here. If you doubt my strength, if ever you doubt my strength, I'm going to show you a demo. Let's see how strong you are and how strong I am. Then you'll get to know. Let me just show you a demonstration. Let me just show you a demo. Okay. See, till now what we saw, that he has got ready. He's going to show him a demo. Till now he has taken charge of the ghost. He has shaken the confidence of the ghost here. The mental confidence of a person is, a person can react positively or negatively only if the person is alert by mind here. Mentally, if he is alert, only then anything he can do here. Otherwise, whatever he does, it will go for toss. Now the person is not his opponent is not mentally alert at all. He has shook him mentally here by giving back-to-back insults. Back-to-back insults. And he's speechless. He has nothing to say back at all. Now, let's see how actually, what did Vijay Singh say? He said that let me just give you a demonstration. Let's see what is the demonstration in part 2 that he gives to his opponent, that the ghost, and who's able to overcome whom and who's the winner. Let's see. Stay tuned. Ready? Here you go. See, Vijay Singh, Vijay Singh picked up a piece of rock. What do you do? They're in the desert, right? It's fully dark. Only the moonlight is there, that's it. So what he does, he picks up a rock from the sand and he says, take this. See dear, when you want to do any, if you want to perform any task, first to whom you want to show that you are strong enough, if you give that person the first turn, he'll be like, yeah, I have got the first turn. So he feels that now I'm not going to give a chance so that he gets back. He is going to he's going to see my strength. That's what the person will feel here. Okay. So what he did, first turn he gave it to the ghost. What was the task? He picked up a rock and he gave it in the ghost's hand and he offered it to the ghost and said, squeeze it hard. You take the rock, the piece of rock, the piece of rock that you're holding, it has a fluid. So squeeze it hard so that it oozes out the fluid. The fluid is oozed out of your fingers. First, the ghost doesn't know. See, actually, Vijay Singh, the wrestler, has already sized up his enemy. But since the ghosts were overconfident that all human beings are like either first, second, third or fourth phase, they're gone. That's what it had the experience. So it was overconfident. But here, even though he was not confident enough, but still he didn't show his fear at all. And he overcome, he overcame the ghost at every stage. And he was successful in insulting the ghost and shaking up his confidence, mental confidence. Okay. So what he did, he offered the ghost the rock, and he asked it to squeeze it so that the liquid oozes out. Now when it comes to ghostly powers, so he felt that, you know what, we ghosts we are very strong. Even men, the human beings know about our ghostly powers, our ghostly strength. We are very strong enough. He took the rock. Already he offered the rock in his hand, right? What he said, you have to squeeze it and liquid is going to ooze out. He tried to squeeze it, nothing happened. Nothing happened. Then he took it in another hand and then he squeezed it tight. Nothing happened. And he kept on trying, dear. Now, see, he offered to the ghost what? The rock, and asked him to squeeze it hard. It is filled with fluid. What did he say? What did he say? He said the rock is filled with fluid. Okay. So, and you tried squeezing it hard. It tried with one hand because it was overconfident. Nothing is happening with one hand. He said he didn't want to give up. He wanted to try it with some other, not some other hand, I'm sorry, with the second hand. Again he tried with both of his hands. He pressed it hard, he squeezed it, he did everything, whatever he could do. He applied all his ghostly strength, but nothing happened here. And now, then it was Vijay Singh's turn, the wrestler's turn. What he said, see if I'm wrong. See if I'm wrong. Then what he did, while the ghost tried to squeeze the rock with one hand, then with both hands, Vijay Singh stealthily took out the egg from his pocket. Stealthily means what, dear? Either you say something, and if I say, did you understand anything? Did you understand anything? So, anyone saying anything which is not understood to the offended person, that's called stealthily. That's called stealthily. Got it? You do something, you make the person, to divert the person's mind to something else, and then you do secretly something without the friend person knowing. That's what is called stealthily. Either you do something, you say something, but that's not been noticed by your opponent. That's what is called stealthily. It means secretly. Got it here? Okay. By now what is he engaged with? The ghost is engaged. He has engaged the ghost, right? With one hand, then two hands. He is doing like this. Everything is doing, but nothing is happening. Meanwhile, secretly what he did, immediately he put one of his hand in the pocket. And he kept the egg ready. You remember the old lady, she had given one egg and a lump of salt, right? So from one packet he grabbed the egg, okay, and he was holding. And here this ghost, it didn't notice at all. It was trying hard. Okay, now Vijay Singh demonstrated his strength. Now what he said? He said, see if I'm wrong. Immediately he snatched the rock and he pressed, and he said, see now what I do. And immediately, see dear, if you hold the egg and if you press it hard, what will happen? Will it break or it won't break, dear? Will it make sound? It won't make sound, dear. If I stamp my leg with the heels, can you hear the sound or not? You can, right? So when you crack something, when you break something, obviously there has to be a sound, right? A crackling sound. Okay, now see. Now, he said, Vijay Singh demonstrated his strength by crushing. Vijay Singh actually proved. He actually showed his strength by crushing what the ghost thought was a rock. The ghost is thinking he has snatched and he has broke the rock. So he is thinking what he broke was the rock. Now he has actually proved that he actually did it in front of the ghost. What the ghost saw, it was in person. It was not an overheard story. You overhear something, that's different. But when you see in person, that means the situation becomes like you become mesmerized. Should I believe? Of course, your mental voice will say, of course, you have to believe he did it in front of you. Was it true? Yeah, of course. Your ears will say, yeah. Your conscience will speak, yeah, I did hear the sound also, the crackling noise. See? So, now, the ghost avoided wrestling bout. The ghost avoided wrestling bout. Bout is what? Competition. Wrestling competition. Wrestling, you know what is wrestling, right? Bashing your opponent on the mat with the support, and make sure that the back of your opponent is bashed down on the floor, on the mat, right? So bout is what? Competition. Wrestling competition. Now, see dear, in order to compete a person, you giant 6 feet person and a small boy, can they have a competition dear? No, that's not possible at all. So now, since he has seen the power, now he's scared. He's saying the ghost avoid it. It didn't wanted to have go ahead with the wrestling match competition held between him and Vijay Singh. But he knew its waste. He decided, yeah, it's not safe and it's not. It would be waste to compete with this person and have a wrestling match at all. But I will not leave him. I have to defeat him by one or the other way. Either by cheating or in doing anything, I have to overcome him. I have to show him that we ghosts are no way less. Okay. Now Vijay Singh, what did Vijay Singh do? Vijay Singh snatched the rock. He snatched the rock from the ghost and placed it between both hands and squeeze. When you squeeze the egg, what's there inside the egg, dear? What's there inside the egg? What's there inside the egg? What color? What? What? Yellow color. Yep, there you go. And what's that yellow color called? What's the yellow color called? Yeah, yolk. Okay. So the yellow color yolk oozed out here. Okay, that's the yellow fluid here. Okay, between both hands and squeezed. What will happen? At once the yellow yolk oozed. It came out around his fingers, and the crackling of the egg. What will the eggshell? When you break something, you hear the noise, right? Let it be anything, right? So he could, and that impact. It created an impact of the stone being crushed. When you crush the stone, what is the noise? What is the noise that you get? Same noise, same impact, same illusion was being heard when the eggshell broke. Same. The ghost was so astonished. It was so shocked. He said, I couldn't do. I tried with one hand. I tried with two hands. I tried harder and harder, but I just couldn't do it. And he did it. He did not notice Vijay Singh bending and clinging. So now he was in shock. He was in trauma. He was shocked. He's thinking. He's like statue. Now he's talking to his conscious mind and what you call heart. There's a voice going between the mind and mind voice going in his conscious. What? Oh my God, is he so stronger? I did try, but it didn't happen. What I saw was true or what? If it's true, if it's not true, no. But I saw it in person. If it's not true, is it true? Yeah, I did hear the voice. So he was still in that mental scare. He's mentally scared, but he's not ready to accept. He's in dilemma. He's mesmerized. Should I believe or should not believe? By then he was so full. He was so much deep into the thought that he didn't even realize when Vijay Singh actually bent and squeezed his hand in between the sand and hit the white color shells. See dear, if I break something and I open my hands, obviously when the liquid oozes out, obviously the white shells should be seen, right? And his hands will be fully wet. So what he didn't even notice when he actually bent down and squeezed his hand. Squeeze his hand under the sand. There's a thick layer. In desert, you have a thick layer of sand here. You just squeeze your hand in. What you want to hide, you can hide it very clearly. So that fraction of second when he bent and got up, the ghost, it didn't notice at all. Got it? Because he was shocked. Okay. But here, this is where Vijay Singh played very smartly. He didn't give him a chance. Now, first mentally he was insulted. The ghost was insulted. Secondly, now now it has got the scare that, oh my God, will I be able to win? No, he's actually strong. Now he has started sizing up his opponent. And what opinion he has come up to? That yeah, he's very strong. He's very strong. He's really strong enough. But now Vijay Singh did not stop. He gave back to back. Again, he performed one more task. He didn't give a break at all. You don't, without giving a break, if you keep bashing a person, if you give back to back, the person loses his confidence fully, dear. Okay. See. The ghost was so astonished that he did not notice the wrestler, that is Vijay Singh, bending to clean his hands with the sand and disappointed the telltale shell. That means disappointed telltale shell. That means what? He couldn't even see that what is that white color thing. Is it a shell or what? He didn't even give a chance at all. He actually bent down and cleaned his hands. Okay. Vijay Singh put his hand into the pocket, and now he is getting ready for the next task. What's there in the next pocket, dear? A lump of salt. A lump of salt. Okay. Okay, he was ready for the next task. He didn't give a gap. See, a perfect person who a perfect competitor is he who doesn't give a chance for the opponent to get up at all. You should not give a break. You should not give a chance, so that he again gains up his confidence and he's ready to take up the next challenge. No, you should not do that. Immediately you should give back to back. So here already it was in dilemma. It was fully mesmerized. Oh my God, how strong he is. So Vijay Singh, what he did, immediately he put one of his hands into another pocket and took the lump of salt. Now this is the only stone. Now he's saying, there's one more stone. This is the only stone. Protested the now he took the stone and he said that this stone you have to crush it hard and make it powder. That powder is nothing but it's a salt. Now what did the ghost protest? The ghost said, see dear, when in the beginning Vijay Singh tried to escape from coming to meet the ghost, what did he say? He said, all these things that you talk about the ghost and all, it's just a fairy tale. It's just a fairy tale. Nothing is true. He tried to escape by saying that. Now here the ghost is trying to escape saying that. It protested. It actually showed that. It actually gave a reason saying that this is only a stone. And anyway, it's too dark to see. It's too dark to see. Is it only a stone? It's too dark to see. It's giving a reason why it could not squeeze the stone, because it's too dark. It's giving a reason, dear. And now again he's going to get back to back. What did the ghost say? Oh, is it a stone? It's very hard to see. Immediately Vijay Singh responded back. What he said? Never heard a ghost who can't see in the dark? Oh my God, what's this? I've never heard that ghosts can't see in the dark. That stone which you hold in your hand contains salt. Crumble it and see. If you want to actually check whether what I say is true or not, you crumble it. You crumble it and see. But again the ghost tried. No, again the second time also. Who got the chance? Who got the first turn? The ghost. Okay. Again the ghost tried. Now this time the ghost did not try with one hand at all. Because already it tried with one hand, two hands, nothing happened, it lost. So this time it actually took and tried with both the hands. Again the ghost tried to crush the stone, but vain, it was waste. It didn't have any effect at all. Everything went for toss. And now the last time Vijay Singh snatched the stone from his hand and then said, you see what I do. Now you see. And then he squeezed along with the egg. He dropped this little black stone and he never made him realize that he has dropped it. Okay, so now this time he didn't wait for Vijay Singh to snatch. He himself, that is mentally has given up, dear. The ghost has given up mentally, saying that now I cannot. Now it's waste. I can't try. I tried my level best. So let me just hand it over to to the wrestler. Okay, so he himself he gave up here. He said, "No, it's not happening." Okay, so he tried, but it was waste. Nothing happened. He handed over to the wrestler. That's the Vijay Singh. The ghost was now beginning to doubt his ghostly powers. That means he tried, and he didn't want to try hard at all here. He gave up because now this time before the rock was being snatched by the wrestler, he himself handed over. That means what? Mentally he has given up. That means he has started doubting his ghostly powers. Okay, I can see that you are not going to be worthy opponent. And before showing up the task, before performing the task, he says, I can see that you are not worth enough. You are not a strong opponent at all. You are not a person to give a strong fight to me at all. He said the dialogue, and then he took and then what else? Sorry, what's the use of wrestling with a weakling whom I can bash in a minute? See, you're not at all strong at all. And it's even if I think of, it's like, what? I'm going to fight with a weak person whom I can bash him in 1 minute. Within a minute, I can bash you up. You don't seem to be strong enough. He said so. He completed, and Vijay Singh casually crumbled the lump of the salt. See how he did like this, and he didn't even realize him. He didn't even make the ghost realize that he has dropped the stone down. He has to show the powder, right? See, it was not only powder. He said he claimed that the powder is not a powder. It's just a salt. Salt means a person has to taste, right? You taste and then you feel salty. Then you agree that yeah, it's salt. So he has to show. Fluid means it didn't say that sweet fluid or sorry it's sour or sweet or spicy fluid. He didn't say. So he did not have to make him taste at all. But here when you say salt, he has to show. So while showing, he can't show the stone. Otherwise, the stone will be unbroken and the powder will be there. You should never ever underestimate your opponent here. Never ever. No one is that fool, dear. No one is that fool. So he was smart enough, and when he crushed his hand, crumbled his hand, what he did like this, and he didn't realize. He didn't make the opponent realize. And what he did, he dropped the stone down, and then he said, "See. If you want, you can taste it." And then the ghost tasted. Yeah, it is salt. First turn was given to whom? The ghost? Or the wrestler himself took the first turn? Who tried first? The ghost, right? Could he do that? No. Could he get the salt out of it? No. Who got it finally? Wrestler. The Vijay Singh. Right? Isn't it? The wrestler, Vijay Singh. Okay, now see. Vijay Singh casually crumbled the lump of salt and let the stone drop in the darkness. He held out his hand and commanded to the ghost, "Taste this." He's saying, "Taste this." It's a salt, right? He said, "Taste this. Taste the powdered stone." Mesmerized with the Pahalwan's extraordinary style, the ghost did as he was told. What he did? He tasted. Yeah, it is salt. I can feel the saltiness. I can feel the taste of the salt. He did exactly. Alarm shot through him. That means immediately his mind voice said, "Oh my God, he's such a terrific person. He's such a gigantic person that I can't even think of his past. He's an extraordinary person. In terms of powers, in terms of strength, in terms of being scared, he's overcome everything. Okay, this man could easily vanish me, that will defeat me in wrestling bout means competition in the dark. But perhaps he could be tricked in other ways. See dear, anyone whom you insult, never ever underestimate anyone. If you insult anybody, everyone has self-respect here. The person may not show in front, but definitely at the core of his heart, the core of his mind, he will feel insulted. And one or the other day, if he gets a turn, he will definitely take a chance. He will definitely take up that revenge. Take it up as a revenge. Okay. So here it actually thought that I could not actually win across this person, but I can't leave him. He has insulted me like anything. I have to do something. So when he is in person and with his knowledge in front of him, I'm not able to do anything. So without his knowledge, I have to do something. Now he is putting a secondary plan here. Who? The ghost. Okay. But perhaps he could be tricked in other ways. That means he said, let me come out with something else. Assuming a servile manner, the ghost said, friend Vijay Singh, it's an honor to be. Now see, he's trying to be very friendly. See dear, you take the knife and poke on the person's back. What will happen? The end of the person. And if you take the knife and then squeeze it in the butter, dip it in the honey, and then you poke, what is the result? Same result here. But the person is doing without your knowledge. Ultimately, your life isn't in risk. So always you should be. So what he did, he used, why I said buttering and honey, because immediately a person who was lost, who has got defeated, will he be very happy? Will he be anyways by any angle? Will he be happy? How can be he happy? He has insulted him among that he is a waste to be called ghost. He has insulted him like anything. One after the other he came. He gave him back. How he can forget? He has given the worst experience that he ever had seen or gone through. And so will he be very friendly? Will he say? But still, if a person appreciates you extraordinary way, oh, you know what? I'm so honored to have a friend like you. Is it believable? It sounds to be believable, but please, this is where you're supposed to be mentally alert. That is when you have to be mentally alert. Never ever get drawn away with the honey dipped words. Honey dipped words and buttering words never ever get carried over it at all. Okay, so what he said, friend Vijay Singh, it's an honor to meet a man like you. I admit being defeated. See dear, when what he's doing is trying to take him into his confidence. He's actually saying that, you know what, you're great, really. I'm nothing in front of you. Oh my God, I've never ever seen a person like you. You're such a strong person. No one can defeat you. What is he doing? He's buttering here. He's using honey. He's dipping you in honey. He's buttering you. So please, you're not supposed to get carried away. But where will you go tonight? Rest in my house. You can leave tomorrow. What is he saying? Rest in my house. You leave tomorrow. Okay, that's what. And I accept my defeat. See dear, when someone talks like this, obviously that it's natural that we all feel happy. We all are so fond of being we are so fond of appreciation, right? Isn't it? We all are very fond of appreciation, but in the same time we have to give more importance to the insult. What the person always you should stand on others' shoes, dear. You should think what that person would have felt. Is it a magic? Like switch on and switch off. Switch on, you're very happy. Switch off, you show your anger. That's not possible. What you see, that's what people show you. No, he's showing that no, oh, I'm your slave. You say anything, I'm ready to do anything for me, for you. See, that's all just a bullshit here, Just waste talk. Okay, now thoroughly elated Vijay Singh replied. Now he's very happy with his talks. First thing, he has won against the ghost. He's happy. And moreover, the ghost himself, he accepted that I accept my defeat. So he was very happy. He was in a happy mood. Okay, I cannot refuse your hospitality. He said, I cannot see hospitality. Someone invites you. What's that? That's called hospitality. Okay. Okay. But he had terms and conditions. What was the terms and condition? That you will go with me as my prisoner. That means tomorrow when I walk out to my village, you are going to come along with me as my prisoner. Okay, I must display the trophy of my victory. I have won. I want to show everyone that I won against you. That's my trophy. Okay, to kill Vijay Singh in the night, he led him to the house in the cave. Can you see the cave, dear? See, inside the cave is the ghost house. Why is he taking him? Just is it a true, genuine affection, full of affection, full of love, hospitality? Huh? Full of love, filled of a hospitality filled with full of love and affection? No, it's a secondary plan. He has already cooked a plan. So let's see what happens. He's trying to trap him. Okay, Vijay Singh kept awake. See, mentally he was alert. That's the reason he was successfully able to give him up back to back. Right? So from the beginning, what he trusted only mind. He was alert right from the beginning. Okay, so see, he cleverly duped the ghost in his own cave. What he finally did, because of being mentally alert, he duped the ghost. Duped means he cheated. He cheated the ghost in his own cave. He cheated him. Okay, let's see how. See, the ghost believed that Vijay Singh was wealthy of his life. That means he wanted to trap him up with the wealthy life. What all he showed in order to show a wealthy life, he showed him he actually offered him a platter of dry fruits. Can you see the dry fruit platter, right? And glasses of milk. See, lined up. Can you see? A number of glasses lined up with milk, right? Filled of milk, and a luxurious bed. He wants to show him all the comfort. Okay, a wealthy comfort. Okay, the ghost fed him dry fruits and lots of milk. Okay, and later led him to a luxurious bed. See, can you see it? With a number of pillows, nice, comfortable bed. But right from the beginning, what was Vijay Singh trusting? He was only trusting his mind. He was only listening to his mind. He knows only one thing. I have to be mentally alert. See, a person who wants to win, always till he reaches the safe zone, mentally he has to be alert. He will be ready for all risk. So his mental voice was saying that no, you are going to get trapped. So he didn't sleep at all. He lay awake. He was lying, but how he was out. Even though the eyes was closed, but still he was awake. Listening to the snores of the ghost. You could hear the ghost snoring, okay? But he lay down on the bed, but still he was awake. In the middle of the night, he slipped off his bed. Slip means not slipping and falling down. Silently, what he did, he just got on the bed and then he kept all the pillows. Bolsters means round and long pillows. He kept in the middle so that it gives an impact of the body, okay? And the way he lined up all the pillows and he covered it with the coverlet. Coverlet means blanket, okay? And the way he covered it actually gave a look as if a person is wrapping the coverlet from the blanket from the head to the toe. That's what it resembled to. And silently, stealthily, he came and sat next behind the cot. Can you see him? Can you see him? See, this is the cot. Behind the cot, who's that? Our wrestler. Who? Yeah, Vijay Singh. And see, can you see? It actually gives an impact that a person is sleeping, wrapping his coverlet. Okay. Where were we? Yeah. He slipped off his bed, out of his bed. Off means out of. Okay. He placed a bolster in the center of the bed. Bolster means round and long pillows. Okay. Throwing cover, he covered it. Okay. It looked as if a person was sleeping. Okay. Having done this, he crouched watchfully. He just hid how watchfully. He hid in a place from where he could see clearly what's going to happen. He was watching what's going to happen. Already he was expecting. Okay, in the corner. Sure enough. But what he expected. Sure enough, just before, that was very sure. What he expected, that was exactly correct. Just before the break of the dawn. Break of the dawn means the night was about to end and the day was about to begin. That's called dawn, the break time. Okay, the ghost approached the bed. Approach means came towards the bed. Huh? Okay. With a stout clap. With the stout. He came with the stout. Can you see the stout? Yeah. And what did he do? What did he do? What did he do? He clapped down on what he thought was Vijay Singh. He's thinking it's Vijay Singh. He knows when he's awake, he can't overcome him by his manly powers at all. He knows, he has seen his past. So when before he is awake, he just took the stout and clapped down, thinking that the pillow is nothing that nothing than the wrestler, the Vijay Singh. Okay, he just hit very hardly, not hearing even a groan, not even a single sound came. He smiled. He thought, he's dead. Not even a single sound came. That means he's dead. He's done. He has said goodbye to his life. Pleased that he had killed his enemy. He was very happy. He smiled. I have killed my enemy. Okay. Now, finally, I have taken the revenge. But then he wanted to make it double sure. Double sure. So what he did, however, just to make doubly sure, he want to make it double sure, dear. Okay. So what he did, he struck the ball store 6 times. Ball store means the pillow. We know it's a pillow, but for him, it's the wrestler. He struck 6 times more. Okay, satisfied with his work. He's like, 7 times. First time I struck one very hard, and then no sound. At that time only he's done. And for making it double show, what I did, in order to make it double show, what I did, I gave 6 more and crashes, and then now I'm satisfied. Yeah, even now not in a single voice, not in a single groan, not even a single shout, not even a single scream. Satisfied with his work. He's like, yeah. Finally, I took my revenge. I took my revenge. Okay. He returned to his couch. He came back to his bed. Who? The ghost. Okay. And covered his head and settled down. Okay. Settled down to sleep again. Meanwhile, by the time he went and he settled down, covering his head, meanwhile, in that time, what happened? Vijay Singh crept silently back to his. Crept means what? Walking very slowly. Walking very slowly. That's called crept. Okay? Crept. Okay? Silently back into the bed. After a pause, after a small pause, what he did? He groaned as if in dislike. He's like, oh no. You say, oh no, when you like something? No. That shows a dislike. A feeling of dislike, right? Isn't it? He threw a feeling of dislike and he groaned. He made a sound. What sound he made? He saying, oh no. Threw back his coverlet. He threw back his coverlet and got up of the bed and sat up. He got up from his sleep and he sat. He was not sleeping, but he was pretending that he was sleeping, right? So he just got up from bed and he sat on the bed. And disturbed by the noisy ghost peeped. Now the ghost is getting disturbed. What? Just now I have killed the wrestler. From where this noise is coming? That noise was disturbing the ghost. Okay. What's the sound? What he did? He peeped slowly. Peeped means what, dear? Slowly he opened his blanket and from the little hole he was seeing. What's that? And what he saw was from under the bedclothes. He was shocked to see the strong man stretching his arms. He's yawning and stretching his arms, dear. Seeing the strong man stretching his arms above his head, and yawning. He's sleeping right above his head. He was stretching his arms and yawning. What a disturbance! What a disturbance! For a moment, the ghost turned rigid and shocking. It was like stunned. He was like, what? What's happening? It was shocked and stunned. So he got up. See? Friend goes, and then he's talking casually as if nothing happened. He's saying, friend goes, there are insects in your cave. There are insects in your cave. Can you see the insects here? The flies? The flies. There are insects in your cave, said Vijay Singh in a complaining voice. He's talking to him as if nothing happened. Okay. Here I was enjoying the sweetest sleep I had in years. That means you gave me such a nice luxurious bed. I was enjoying like anything. I was about to, I was just enjoying my deep sleep. But, and there comes, I was about to enjoy, but there comes the insect. These insects to trouble me. These insects, they came and troubled me. I distinctly counted 7 flappings of, I could count. You know what? It was so disturbing. It was that disturbing that I could actually count in numbers. How much he counted? I counted 7 flappings. How were the number 7 flappings? It was like it resembles. Actually, what he did he do? Was it a real flapping of the insects? No, it was a thrashing. 7 times he thrashed using the stout, right? Isn't it? But then he's comparing that as flappings, dear. Like, see, when the insects flap their wings, what you get to hear? You get to hear the flapping sound, right? Isn't it? So I could hear the flapping of the wings. They could, when they flap their wings, we get to hear the sound. So he's saying it was like 7 times the insects flap their wings. Of course, they didn't bite me at all, but the sound was so annoying. I got so disturbed that I actually counted 7 times. I could hear the flapping of the wings of the insects. Now, Vijay Singh, see, friend goes once a year. Okay. Crept silently. This we finished, right? Yeah. Okay. That sound was annoying me. Is it okay? 7. It was so annoying that I counted in even in numbers. I counted. It was number 7. Okay. The ghost panicked. Panicked means it got shocked. Got scared. Those 7 blows? What did he gave? He gave blows. And he's saying 7 flappings of the insect wing. See? Which didn't even touch him. Oh my God. He's saying, oh my God. My blows seemed to him as 7 flapping of the insect wing. Oh my God. Would have reduced any other man. If this 7 blows you would have given it to any other man, he would have collapsed. He would have dead on the spot. But look at this fellow, not even a single hurt, not even a single wound. He's not hurt at all, no blood, nothing. And there's no fear in his voice at all. He's not even scared. Oh my God, if this guy sees me, he's going to take my pulp out. You know the pulp? When you take this fruit, any fruit, you squeeze it, what comes out? The pulp. He's like, oh my God, if he really gets to know that I have done it, then I'm gone. I'm gone. Then see, those 7 blows would have reduced any other man to pulp. It would have been, his entire inner skin would have come out of the skeleton body. There is no safety near a formidable wrestler like this. Oh my God, I'm not safe at all. It's better I run away. Otherwise, if he gets to know that all what happened, it happened because of me, same thing would happen to me. My pulp is going to come out. He thought and fled from the cave, leaving behind all his ill-gotten wealth. Ill-gotten wealth means getting the wealth in not in a proper way, by looting others, not by straight way, by the chocolate way, by looting others, by killing others. The wealth that you get, that's called ill-gotten way. He left everything. You saw what all luxury he had inside, isn't it? So he just left everything. He's like, oh my God, beyond everything, first comes my life. My life is very worth. It's more precious than anything else. Forget about the wealth. Forget about the big place. Oh my God, I'm on danger. Let me just walk out. Can you see? See? Now he's almost fled. Means he has come out of the the cave, his house, leaving behind the treasure. Can you see? ultimately what comes first? The life. It took several camels. The wealth was so much. When he actually saw, he couldn't find the ghost at all. He's calling him, my friend ghost, where? No friend, no ghost there. He's all alone. And then he walks out with full of excitement, and he's very confident that for no doubt, surely this ghost would have escaped. He would have got scared. And then what he sees, the house was full of wealth. Okay, he had to get several camels from the village to remove the property Vijay Singh had acquired. Vijay Singh whatever he had got, acquirements got, whatever he had got from that particular cave, the house, ghost house, he returned as much as he could. He could give it. See, there are some few travelers who got looted, right? He's like, if this particular wealth belongs to you, can come and take it. He tried his level best to give it to them, and to their rightful owners who have lost their. See, if you lose your jewelry, you want to recognize the jewelry, you will, right? Isn't it? So he gave it to them, and very next thing, what he did, he went especially to the old woman. Now he went in search of the old lady. What he said, old woman, granddaughter hand in marriage, and he went and asked. He said, I want, will you get your granddaughter married to me? And then and then she agreed for that. Henceforth, Vijay Singh was more careful about boasting. He's like, oh my god, now I'm not going to boast at all. He has learned a lesson. Finally, he has learned a lesson. It is said that no traveler was ever troubled again in the haunted desert. Now, any time of the day or night, when people walk to the haunted desert, no stories come up. They actually go and say and come back very safely. See, people are so happy. And that's the end of the story. How was the desert story? Children, now I would like to throw a question to you. He won the battle by showing his strength or by his mind? Bodily strength or my mental skill or bodily strength? Mental skill, right? So always we should be sharp enough. You get to learn a lesson. So never ever fall into any trouble, right? And never ever come across with a buttery and honeily dipped words at all. Appreciation, if it's worth enough, take it. But don't get overexcited and enjoy. And forget that start underestimating your opponent. Never ever do that. Okay? Okay, children, I hope you would have enjoyed the story. Have a great time. Bye-bye. See you soon.